Hello, I am going to walk you through finding prime factorization of a number. In this case, we are asked to find prime factorization of two numbers, so we will get extra practice. So anytime we are finding prime factorization of a number, if you remember what prime factorization means, it is a number written as a product of its prime factors, kind of exactly like the name sounds. We want to break down this number to only its prime numbers, and remember, prime numbers are building blocks of every number. So 36, you think of two numbers that multiply to get to 36, and we're going to keep breaking down those numbers until we're left with only primes. So personally, I know that 6 times 6 equals 36. So I'm going to break down 6. I know 2 times 3 equals 6, and 2 and 3 are both prime. And here I have the start of my prime factorization. I just have to write this as a factor. So 2 times 3 times 2 times 3, that would be a prime factorization of 36. Also could be written as 2 to the second power, since they're two 2's, times 3 to the second power. That would be another way to write your prime factorization. All right, let's try 60. Now think about two numbers that multiply to 60. I know that any number that ends in 0 is a factor of 10, has 10 as a factor, I should say. So 6 times 10. And I'm going to break down 6. I know that 2 times 3 equals 6. Those are both prime. And 10, I know that 5 times 10 equals 2. And those are actually both prime numbers. So this factorization would be 2 times 3 times 5 times 2. And don't worry about the order, guys, because multiplication has a property called commutative property, which means that 2 times 3 is going to be the same as 3 times 2. So it doesn't necessarily matter what order those are in as long as it's the correct numbers. And then I can also write this as 2 to the second power times 3 times 5, since there's two 2's. And then if you guys ever want to, you can take the last step of checking to make sure this is correct by multiplying those numbers and making sure they multiply to your top number. So 2 times 3 here would be 6, and 2 times 3 again would be 6. 6 times 6 would give me 36, which was my top number, so I know this is correct. 2 times 3 would give me 6. 6 times 5 would give me 30. 30 times 2 would give me 60, and I know that's correct as well. That's my top number. And that is how you find prime factorization.